It's really very lovely to see you today and to be able to be with you on film. It's been quite a long time and I hope that you're doing well. I know some of you are in school and some of you are at home, but I hope wherever you are, you're doing well. It's difficult though, isn't it? It's been a really difficult time, and I have to say there have been some days when I felt quite tearful, very anxious and quite unmotivated. It's a difficult thing being locked down away from our friends and our familiar routine and not really quite knowing when we will come out of it. We're quite good, aren't we, at looking after our physical health. So I don't know, those of you who play sport have had the experience of playing a match of some sort, and during the course of the match you start to feel a twinge, maybe in your leg, and so you give it a bit of a rub, but you carry on playing. And as you come off the pitch or the court or at the end of the match, and as you walk away, you start to think, actually, that is quite painful. So you might give it another rub, or you might say to someone, I think I might have hurt my leg. But then you get home and you have a shower and you take a better look and you look at your leg and you maybe give it a bit more of a rub. Maybe you put an ice pack on it, maybe you elevate it. I don't know what you do. My son used to play a lot of rugby, so we were great ones for frozen peas, elevation and a paracetamol. And if that didn't cure it within an hour or so, we'd get a bit more worried. Now, we're quite good at doing that, aren't we, with our physical health? We're not very good about doing that with our mental health. We're not very good at checking in to make sure that we're okay. The equivalent of that rub down, the ice pack and the painkiller, maybe we don't do that. Maybe we just expect our minds to keep going and going. But these are stressful days, and just as we can pull a muscle playing a game of football or hockey or whatever it is you like to play, so we can put a lot of strain and stress on our minds in these difficult times. In the Christian tradition, there are some very ancient traditions of mindfulness in prayer, meditation, reflection. We might call this contemplative prayer. There are all sorts of different names for this, but these traditions come from some of the earliest times of the church, where people found themselves under great pressure and found ways of praying and being with God that would help them find themselves. So today I want to take you through an exercise of meditation. If you're a Christian, then some of the words I use may be familiar. If you're not a Christian, this exercise will still be useful in terms of being mindful, in terms of coming to a greater sense of yourself. So this is going to take about 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to do some relaxation, we're going to do some breathing, we're going to meditate on a verse of scripture, and then we're going to finish. So you can watch the film through if you want to see what's going to happen before you do it yourself, or you can just dive straight in with me. I'm going to suggest you sit on a chair. You could do this lying on a bed. I had a bit of a go last night and I fell asleep immediately, so I don't know that's what you want to do necessarily, but if you're having trouble sleeping, then you could use it for that, and you can obviously watch it more than once. So sitting on a chair, I want you to plant your feet firmly on the floor, so don't cross your legs, have your feet firmly planted on the floor. I want you to have your hands just loose in your lap, and what I want you to do, have a little wriggle around to make sure that you're in a fairly comfortable position. And we're going to become more aware of our bodies. So I want you to start with your feet. I don't know if you're wearing socks, maybe you've got slippers on, maybe you've got shoes on, maybe you've got bare feet. But think about the soles of your feet. What can you feel? And as you become aware of the feeling in the soles of your feet, you might like to close your eyes. I'm going to close my eyes to take us through this part of the exercise, and I'm going to focus first of all on my toes. I'm going to give them a little wiggle and then let them relax through the sole of my feet and into my heels. I'm going to let that relaxed feeling move up into my ankles. And then think about your lower leg. I don't know if you can feel the back of the chair against your leg. Perhaps it's not that sort of chair. Maybe you can feel your clothes against the back of your leg, but allow all the muscles in the back of your leg to relax. Then focus your attention on your knees and allow your knees not to be locked but to be comfortable. So relax your knee and then moving up into your thighs. Sometimes this is a place where we can hold quite a lot of tension, so feel the chair underneath the top of your legs and just relax those muscles. Same when you come to your bottom. We've got a phrase that we call people a pain in the bottom, and that's because sometimes we can hold a lot of tension there. So relax your bottom. No one's looking, let it fill the chair. Don't hold it in. Just relax and let those muscles find a comfortable place, sitting on a chair. And then moving up your spine, you might want to just stretch a little bit to relieve tension and stretch out the muscles in your spine so you can feel, as you have a little stretch, the back of the chair. And as you stretch your spine and the muscles in your back, try to relax your tummy as well. So think about the front of your body and relax your tummy and relax your chest. So hopefully you're sitting now with your shoulders a little bit further back and down in a more relaxed pose. Think about your arms. So you might want to just wriggle your arms and your shoulders. Allow your arms to feel heavy in your lap and your hands to feel heavy as they relax. So relax around the elbow and the wrists and the hands and just let them fall loosely in your lap. Turn your attention back up to your neck. Now you might want to give your neck a little bit of a wriggle just to release any tension. If you've been doing a lot of work on a screen, you'll hold a lot of tension probably in your neck. So give your neck a little bit of a wriggle around and then just hold it nice and tall. And if you've got a back to your chair, you can rest your head back. If not, just let your neck hold the weight of your head and feel how it's supported by your spine and your shoulders. Then let that sense of relaxation move up into your face. Quite often we will hold tension in our jaw. Some people grit their teeth. So give your jaw a bit of a wiggle and open and close your mouth a couple of times just to release any tension. Maybe you're someone who frowns a lot and furrows your brow, so release any tension in the top of your face and around your eyes. So now we've thought about every part of our body. We're going to focus on our breathing, and we're going to take 3 big deep breaths, and I want you to breathe the air into your tummy, not into your chest. So sometimes we take a deep breath and we just go and it's just here, but big deep breaths. If you've done singing lessons, you'll be used to doing that for singing. So I want to take a deep breath in for 5 seconds, hold it for 5, and then we're going to blow it out for 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Hold for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then blow it out for 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, and again in for 5. Hold it for 5, and out for 5. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let your breathing return to its normal pattern. I don't know what you can hear around you. So just listen to the noises. Perhaps you can hear traffic. Perhaps you can hear other people in your house. So don't be distracted by the noise. Just acknowledge that it's there. And continue to be aware of your own breathing. So we're going to meditate on a passage of scripture that comes from an ancient letter. The ancient letter is the book of 1 Peter. And the letter was written to people who were experiencing difficult times and stress. And these were the words I want us to think about. The writer of the letter encourages the readers to turn all your worries over to God. He cares about you. Turn all your worries over to God. He cares about you. I'm going to repeat that again. Turn all your worries over to God. He cares about you. I wonder how you feel as you hear those words. I wonder what comes to mind. Turn all your worries over to God. He cares about you. So focusing on your breathing. As you breathe in, I want you to breathe in the knowledge that God cares about you. And as you breathe out, I want you to breathe out and turn your worries to God. I want you to imagine you're filling up a balloon with each breath of your worries. And at the end, we're going to release that balloon and turn it to God. So breathe in the love of God and His care for you. And breathe out one of your worries. Breathe in God's love and care. And breathe out another worry. Breathe in God's love and care. And breathe out another worry. And then in your mind's eye, the balloon that you've filled up with all your worries, I want you to tie a knot in it. Let it go. Let the worries go into the hands of God. And allow yourself to be left with a sense of all His love and care that you have breathed in. I want you to become more aware of your surroundings. So we're going to focus our attention back on our face and our head. Notice whether you're still feeling relaxed. The same with your neck and your shoulders. Focus your attention back on your arms and your hands. Your attention back on your chest and your stomach, and then on your back. Be aware of the back of the chair. Be aware of your bottom and your legs sitting on the chair. Be aware of your knees, your lower legs. And be aware of the feeling in your feet. And if you've had your eyes closed, I invite you to open your eyes and return back to the room where you are. I hope that exercise has helped you to relax a little and to perhaps touch base with how you're really feeling. I usually write my thoughts after a meditation in a notebook, just a sentence, just a couple of words, just so that when I do the exercise again, I can see how I am, I can see how I feel. And sometimes it helps track progress or track thoughts, and it's sometimes quite a good way of letting go of things which worry us or that we're anxious about. That may not be your sort of thing. Some people like to draw pictures, and some people like to have just done the exercise and moved on. But I hope that you have a good rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.